Starting the practice at the top of your mat in mountain pose, hands by your sides to begin, feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, lift your hands over your head, fingers are high, interlace the fingers and point the index fingers together. Exhale, hands over to the right, hips to the left. Inhale through center and exhale, hands over to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, lift up with your fingers, reach back. Open up through your chest, torso and belly. Think about lifting through the hips as you hold it here. Breathing in, filling the lungs, and exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, arms come down, bow your head. Really bend into your knees so that you can feel it in the lower back. And then inhale, halfway lift, straight arms, straight back. Exhale back into your forward fold, and let's hold it here. You could bring your fingers around your feet, so you could bring index and thumb around your big toe if that's comfortable for you, or wrap your hands around your elbows or behind your legs, whatever feels good. Keep that bend in your knees as you fold over with your torso. Breathe into the space in your back. Inhale again, lift halfway. Straight back and straight arms. As you exhale, step your right leg back, coming into a low lunge with the knee down. Take a moment here in your lunge. Press against your front foot to lift up through the bum. Nice straight back. And then we're going to interlace the hands around that front knee and go for some pelvic tilts. As you inhale, press with your hands, lift your chest and head up, and as you exhale, press away, gently feeling that stretch in your back and in your hips. Think about driving through your hips with these motions. And then on the next inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Spread your fingertips, activate your energy. Option here to exhale and cactus out your elbows, bending the elbows. Stretching the chest, opening up through the rib cage with your inhale. Really finding that energy through your fingertips to open more. Press against your front foot. Exhale, bring the hands down. Find your lunge. Lift the back knee and inhale to plank. Knees up or down, whatever is more comfortable. Then drop your knees down, exhale, knees, chest, chin, bend into your elbows, chest drops between the hands, bum is high. Shift your weight forward onto your hips and belly, coming into cobra with your inhale, lift your chest and head. And then exhale, bum comes back, tuck your toes, lift the knees, come into a downward dog. Really put that nice bend in your knee so you can lift the bum high towards the sky, pressing away with the hands. Breathe into the space in your back. As you inhale, feel the back of your ribcage opening up. As you exhale, feel the chest dropping. Maybe it might feel nice to pedal your feet in your downward dog, or continue to find stillness with your breath. On your next inhale, the left leg comes up high into a one-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward, knee to chest, and drop that left foot between your hands. The right foot comes completely down to a 45-degree angle, and as you inhale, reach your arms up into warrior one. Keep that bend through the front knee. Hips and chest are forward, find your gaze. On your next exhale, you might cactus out the elbows, again opening the chest, finding more space through the shoulders. Breathing space here into your rib cage once more. Opening up through the chest and using your feet to ground down to rise up. Exhale, the hands come down and you're going to pivot, turning over to the right side with your hips and chest. The heels line up together and the back foot is now at a 90-degree angle. As you inhale, the arms come out wide. We're coming into warrior two. Turn your hand, look over your left hand, looking over that middle finger. Find your drishti, your gaze. Those hips and chest are really opening up to the side and the head is just turning. Imagine someone is pulling you in either direction. Engage your legs and rise above your legs into the torso, into the arms. Hands come down on your next exhale, and we're going to turn both feet to the front. Toes turn out, bend into your knees, lift your arms out to the sides with the palms facing up for goddess pose, holding it here. Find that engagement through your inner thighs as you put the bend in your knees. And then we're going to swipe all the way to the back of our mat, coming back into a lunge. With your exhale, bring the back leg forward, coming into a forward fold. Finding your chosen forward fold, maybe wrapping hands behind your legs. Again, put that bend in your knees to drop your back. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. On your exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, arms rise above your head for extended mountain. Exhale to mountain pose. Drop your arms down by your sides. Take a few breaths here. Find your balance. Feel the body heating up. Noticing all the sensations within your body. Feel everything within your body, your heartbeat, your breath. On your inhale, lift the arms up over your head. Let's do that on the other side. Interlace your hands again, index fingers point. On your next inhale, arms come over to the left, hips to the right. Exhale to center, inhale over to the other side. Let's do it one more time, each side. Back over to your left side. And then through center over to your right. Get that full length of your body. Inhale back to center. Stretch the fingers up and back. Open your chest. Take a breath or two here. And then on your exhale, drop down into a forward fold. Bend your knees again. Maybe finding fingers on the ground, behind your thighs. You might then bring your fingers to your big toe. Inhale to lift halfway and then exhale to drop the head. Allow that torso to wrap over your legs. Press with your feet into the ground. Allow your head to be loose and heavy. Inhale, lift up halfway again. And then exhale, the left leg steps back, knee down, lunge pose. Press with your front foot, and then lifting the arms up onto your front thigh, interlace your hands. Let's drive through the hips with our pelvic tilts. Inhale to lift the chest, press away. Exhale, press down with the hands. Just finding that drive through the hips as you get a little bit of movement through your spine. This might be a really small movement. And then on your inhale, you're going to lift the arms over your head. Stretch through your fingertips, reaching high. Breathing here, creating space all along your body. Continuing to press with the front foot. On your next exhale, cactus out your elbows. Spread into your fingers, open palms. Elbows work back, fingers work back as chest lifts up and opening up the rib cage through your inhale. Find that engagement through your front leg. Your whole body is working here. Exhale, hands come down, untucking the back toe. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees come down, knees, chest, chin, bending the elbows, chest between the hands, hips are high. Untuck your toes and inhale to cobra, lifting the chest and head, pressing with the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, bum lifts up, coming into your downward dog. Use this downward dog to again find that space to breathe, to lift the bum high, to breathe into your rib cage, opening up the sides, front and back of your body, finding a balanced breath. You have that beautiful full body stretch here. And then inhale, right leg lifts up to your one-legged dog. Exhale, shifting that knee forward and planking it down into lunge. With your exhale, you're going to bring the back foot down into a 45-degree angle and inhale, arms lift up for warrior one. Find your alignment here. Front knee is bent over the heel. Back foot is completely planked down on the ground. Got a nice hip distance here, hips and chest forward. On your next exhale, cactus out the elbows, spread into your fingertips. Open up through your rib cage, maybe gentle back bend if that's accessible for you. And then we're going to swipe into our warrior two, heels are aligned, that back foot's at a 90-degree angle. Hips and chest to the side, keep that bend through your right knee. Arms come long, looking over that right hand, middle finger, finding your gaze. Find that strength in your legs to press and rise up. Imagine someone is pulling you in either direction, but try to keep the fingers and hands light as they can be here. And then we'll bring the hands down, both feet turned towards the front, toes pointing out, bending into your knees. Hands can come out to the sides or maybe over your head. Keep bending into your knees, press into your feet. Option to lift one heel up at a time, playing around with your balance, maybe lifting both heels up, grounding down. And then we're going to inhale, swipe to the front. As you exhale, arms come down. We're coming back into our lunge, into our forward fold when you're ready. Hands could come behind your legs this time, or find elbows together for ragdoll. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, arms rise up over your head for extended mountain. Exhale to mountain and to namaste. Drop your hands down. Take a moment here to find your breath, feeling the balance in your body. Thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.